Nigerians out there, you're welcome once again to another web Thursday evening, and it's that time for Sports Orbit. My name is Afa Acho, and on today's edition of the program, we'll begin straight from the FIFA Women's World Cup currently taking place in Australia and New Zealand. Of course, good news coming out from that tournament as another African team has made it to the last 16 of the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup. Recall that Nigeria had initially was the first African team to qualify for the knockout stages, followed by South Africa. And today, in the earlier today, actually Morocco actually booked their place also in the last 16 of the tournament at the expense of two-time winners Germany. Well, Morocco, if we recall, Morocco were runners-up in the last edition of the African Women's Cup of Nations, and this time around, this is Morocco's first World Cup, and they are making it to the round of 16. Morocco finished second on 6 points behind Colombia, who also recorded 6 points. The North Africans now join Nigeria's Super Falcons and Banyana of South Africa in the knockout stage. The shock of the group was two-time Women's World Cup winners Germany, who crashed out after being held to a 1-1 draw by South Korea. Germany needed an outright win against South Korea but could not find a decisive winning goal, hence crashed out at the group stage for the first time ever. After edging South Korea 1-0 in their second group game, Morocco secured the same scoreline against Colombia thanks to Anissa Lamari. The forward pounced on a pass after Ghislaine Chabak initially saw her penalty saved by the Colombian goalkeeper. Morocco will now take on France in the round of 16 on Tuesday, August 8, 2023. So congratulations to Morocco for booking their spot in the knockout stage of the competition. Now 3 African teams who have made it to the knockout stage of the competition. Super Falcons will be in action against the Lionesses of England in that all-important knockout stage on Monday, while for the Moroccans, they will be in action on the 8th of, that's Tuesday actually, on the 8th of August 2023. Now to some basketball news, where good news also this time around from the Tigers after they beat Mozambique to qualify for the semi-final of the ongoing 2023 Women's Afro Basketball in Kigali, Rwanda. The game took the Tigers' Afro Basket winning streak to 22 games without a loss. They will now face host Rwanda in the semi-finals, which will take place today in Kigali. Mozambique took the first and second quarters, winning 18, 16, and 15, 13 respectively. The Tigers came back strong and topped the third quarter by 18 points to 10 before rounding off the game by also taking the fourth 12-9. The Nigerian women's senior basketball team are the current champions of the Afro Basket competition. They have won the last 3 editions of the continental tournament. Meanwhile, the other 2 semi-finalists are Senegal and Mali. So for the Tigers, also congratulations to them. The Tigers, when it comes to basketball on the continent, have been consistent and continue to show why they are the top-ranked team when it comes to female basketball on the African continent. Now to some other basketball news, where it's been revealed that Nigeria will host 8 other African basketball teams in the pre-qualifiers in a journey to the Olympic Games in Paris. The Federation International Basketball Association at the draws that took place in May selected Nigeria as the host of the tournament. The FIBA Pre-Olympics African qualifier will be held at the Echo Hotel and Suites Lagos from August 12th to August 20th, 2023. The participating teams that will slog out for a coveted spot to represent the continent at the next Olympic Games are Senegal, Mali, Uganda, Congo Democratic Republic, Cameroon, Guinea, Tunisia, and host Nigeria. The teams are divided into 2 groups of 4 each, with the top 2 teams in each group proceeding to the semi-finals. An African representative will emerge between the winners of both semi-final matches. Currently ranked the first team in Africa, the Nigerian men's basketball team, the Tigers, has a high chance to be Africa's representative at Paris 2024. led by coach Mike Brown. The Tigers will be presented by 23 team members, with 18 of them currently playing in the NBA. I'm speaking ahead of the tournament. President of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, Dr. Amadou Musakida, reaffirmed his commitment to a successful and hitch-free tournament with high expectations of great performance from Team Nigeria. The opportunity to host the African Olympics qualifier is a testament to our past hosting endeavors and the confidence of FIBA Africa in the NBBF. We are proud to showcase our country, Nigeria, the beauty of Lagos, and the incredible talents of the Tigers to the world. We will continue to use our basketball to make Nigeria proud. The 9-day tournament will be broadcast live to an estimated 40 million viewers in more than 16 countries and is expected to attract more than 5,000 spectators. The tournament will also recognize icons that have contributed to the development of basketball in Nigeria through the years, including former players and administrators. Among the 40 teams in the pre-qualifying tournament stage, 5 teams, 1 each from Asia, Africa, the Americas, and 2 from Europe, will qualify for the final Olympic qualifying tournament in 2024. The Olympic Games will be held in Paris, France from July 26 to August 11. Of course, as a result of the fallout of earlier in the week, rather yesterday, we had on this show had told you about how FIFA Secretary General Fatma Samora had disclosed that prize monies that players to the World Cup are supposed to get will be paid directly to the players. But Aisha Falode, who is chairman of the Nigerian Women's Football League, has insisted that FIFA will still pay the prize money through the country's federations. Falode revealed this during a chat in Lagos. Following the qualification of the Sport Falcons to the second round of the tournament, the FIFA Secretary General Fatma Samora said they had changed their policy of player remuneration due to unpaid allowances in issues involving the country's women's football team. Samora said the prize money will be ring-fenced to make sure it gets to the players without interference from a third party. However, Falode has sought to clarify her comments and claims the NFF will receive the funds from which to pay the Sport Falcons. She said FIFA did not say it will pay the players directly. It says, working through the member association, working through your federations, we will pay you this money through the federation. So a bit of a mix-up there, because Fatma Samora had said money should be paid directly to players instead of going through the federations. But Aisha Falode has said, yes, the money will get to the Sport Falcons, but it will be routed through the federations. Of course, this has generated a lot of controversy in the last couple of days, because a lot of Nigerian football fans have expressed their fears that, look, a lot of times if these monies go through the federations, that in some cases, or in most cases, we've heard stories whereby monies go through the federations and the federations fail to either pay the money to these players, or pay or not pay all of the money to these players. So it was as a result of that Fatma Samora had said that these monies will be paid directly to the Sport Falcons. But Aisha Falode has come to say, well, maybe her statements were taken out of context, but from what Aisha Falode is saying, from what I understand, is that these monies will still be paid directly, will be paid to the Sport Falcons, but it will go through the federations. Because I remember clearly President of FIFA, Infantino, had said that that FIFA is actually an association of associations, various associations make up FIFA, and he said, look, these monies will go through these associations in order to get through the players. Well, we'll see how that pans out. We hope this does not become another source of controversy, and we hope that once the federations get this money, that it will be paid directly to the players. Away from that now to some other stories, where President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Ibrahim Bissau, has expressed optimism that the Sport Falcons' impressive run at the ongoing 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand will continue, with a win over the three Lionesses of England in their round of 16 match at the Brisbane Stadium in Queensland, Australia on Monday, August 7. Gusau said the Sport Falcons are in high spirit and ready to shock the fourth best women's national football team in the world and reach the quarterfinals of the World Cup for the first time after 24 years. The only time Nigeria reached the quarterfinals was in 1999 at the FIFA Women's World Cup held in the United States of America. He said the Super Falcons, ranked number 40 in the world, emerged from Group B ahead of better ranked teams. Though not many believed that we would emerge from the group of death, we at the NFF were confident that the team would progress because of the kind of long-term preparation we gave them, the South said. He said England is beatable like the Australians, but Falcons must take advantage of any opportunity that comes their way on Monday in Brisbane. Against Ireland, the girls were conservative because they needed just a draw to qualify. But against England, the game plan will be different. They will plan to win and reach the last 8 of the competition. He said, on our part, we shall motivate and give the team all the support they need to beat England. The Sport Falcons' journey at the World Cup will not end with the match against England. I spoke to the team handlers and their optimism of victory will hopefully rub off on the girls, he said. Super Falcons qualified for the round of 16 after finishing second in Group B behind co-host Australia with an unbeaten record in the group that has the Olympic champions Canada and Ireland. Of course, to some other news now, this time talking about cycling, where Team Nigeria cyclists comprising 4 female senior cyclists as yet set to represent Nigeria at an international cycling championship in Glasgow, United Kingdom. Also in the colleagues as well as a junior cyclist for the competition built to run from August 13 to August 3rd rather to 14, 2023. Accompanied by dedicated technical support personnel, the athletes will be joined by President Gia Domenico Massari of the National Cycling Federation. According to the president, the cyclists already in high spirits will travel via Ethiopian Airways. He said they have trained intensely and are determined to give it their all. Meanwhile, 2 other promising young cyclists, accompanied by their supportive coach, are also set for the Youth Commonwealth Games in Trinidad and Tobago. So, for the Cycling Federation, well, we hope that this will be another successful competition for the cyclists as they embark on this competition. Well, we will go on a quick break, and when we come back, Sport Orbit continues. Stay with us. Just 2 stories, you read. Alright, welcome back from that break. It's still Sports Orbit on Leadership TV. Now to some transfer news now, where Man City is set to seal the deal for Croatian defender Josko Badiol this current transfer window. According to a report, City have agreed a $98.6 million deal with RB Leipzig for the 21-year-old. He is reportedly set to undergo his medicals later this week. Badiol has been linked with a move to the Citizens throughout this summer window. If he eventually joins City, he will be linking up with fellow Croatian Mateo Kovacic, who moved to Etihad from Stamford Bridge last month. Badiol was one of Croatia's star performers at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, where they clinched the bronze medal. Man City defenders like Kyle Walker, Joao Cancelo, and Aymeric Laporte linked with moves out of City this transfer window. City are reportedly keen on completing a deal for Vardiol before their clash with Arsenal in the Community Shield, which take place on Sunday, August 6th at the Wembley Stadium. He notched 1 assist in 30 Bundesliga games last season. Leipzig accumulated 66 points from 34 Bundesliga appearances last season, and they were third in the division, while for Manchester City, they finished in the first position in last Premier League games after garnering 89 points from 38 games. Now, for Lionel Messi, since his move to the MLS, Messi has practically been on fire, as once again Messi scored in his third straight game for Inter Miami after he grabbed another brace in their 3-1 victory against Orlando City in the Leagues Cup game in the early hours of today. He is now back-to-back brace for Messi and his 5th goal in his first 3 games for Inter Miami. The 2022 World Cup winner scored the first goal of the game in the 7th minute from a Robert Taylor assist, and Uruguayan midfielder Cesar Araujo equalized for Orlando City 10 minutes later. Messi handed over penalty duties to Araujo, who converted from the spot in the 51st minute to make it 2-1. The 7-time Ballon d'Or winner scored his 2nd goal of the game in the 72nd minute with a right-footed strike in the box to seal the win for the MLS side. Inter Miami are currently bottom in the MLS, standing with 18 points from 22 games. So it's hoped that Messi will take his form in the cup competition to the MLS, where they are desperately in need of points to ensure that they move up the table and see if they can finish, higher up the table. Well, for Sports Orbit, we draw the curtain on today's edition of the program. Hopefully, we'll return tomorrow with yet another exciting edition of the program. Until then, do have a wonderful time out there. My name is Afa Acho. Until I see you again, do have a wonderful time out there, and it's bye from my end.